The next day, I sat on the second floor of the gym. Needless to say, there weren't any classes taking place here. Simply put, I was skipping class. Following Shimamura's invitation, I'd gone to class like a good student for around a week, so in a way, this was my day off. I sat there with my back against the wall, spacing out. My eyes weren't focused on the same spot, and everything around me appeared as double. I heard that some people found such a thing stressful, but that certainly wasn't the case for me. I was strangely addicted to the relaxing sensation it gave me. Sitting motionlessly, my mind slowly faded away. I forgot all about breathing and blinking and the like, and my body started feeling light. Second period was already underway, judging from the sounds of balls bouncing on the floor below. I rubbed my eyes and, making sure to stay close to the wall, peeked down. I could see some boys chasing after a basketball. The ones not quite so interested sat along the wall, chatting about something. Had I been a boy, that was where I likely would have found myself. Same went for Shimamura, of course. After a few moments, I pulled my head away, knowing well what fuss it would raise if anyone saw me. I shoved my hand into the bag sitting next to me. I grabbed my phone, but no one had called me, and I didn't have any messages either. After fiddling with it for a moment, I put it back into my bag. I was the kind of person whose phone rarely rang. Regardless, I was quick to pull it out whenever I found myself bored, which was likely what earned me all those disapproving looks from people born before such technologies were invented. With the back of my head resting against the wall, I let out a small sigh. It wasn't like anything bad had happened. If anything, you could have said that I was in a festive mode of sorts after yesterday's events. My body was light, as if embraced by something fluffy from all around. As such, I hadn't really felt like sitting idly in the classroom. Thinking about it, that might have been the reason why I had started skipping class in the first place. The atmosphere of the second floor of the gym felt really thick, now that I breathed it in for the first time in a week. Every breath caused my body to become heavier, making it even harder for me to leave this place. The taste of laziness spread, and I felt like I was choking on it. Was this how smokers felt when lighting a cigarette after a failed attempt to quit? Hard to say. I'd never smoked. The sound of my shoes rubbing against the floor filled the slightly hot and stuffy area. The sound swallowed my body, and my eyelids started to feel heavy. As a faint drowsiness swayed my head, my mouth suddenly moved, forming words. Who am I kidding? Though admittedly quite a vague one, there was a reason for me to be here. There was, if I didn't show up to class, Shimamura might notice and come here to take a look. It was what pouting children did, behaving weirdly or sitting quietly somewhere people wouldn't find them, all the while secretly hoping that someone would worry about them. I had long since admitted that there was a side like that to me. In the back of my mind, I had also a faint suspicion that Shimamura might have been here. Obviously, she hadn't been. Most likely, it was only me who saw yesterday as anything special. I could feel the difference in temperature between us two. Well, no big deal. It was when mine started rising and hers stayed the same that I grew worried about myself. Was everything really okay with me? The fact that Shimamura had become the standard for my actions concerned me. With my eyes hidden behind my hands, I sighed. So much of this resembled unrequited love,